How are you all doing? Greetings from the Peepo Coin channel again. I hope that today is fantastic for everyone. The weekend has arrived. Saturday is here. May 10th is the date. Please pardon me. Even though I'm still not feeling well, the show has to go on. People, we're dissecting the charts in this video. We are dissecting the market. We're staring at this stunning edifice that we are in right now since, while Bitcoin isn't finished, it looks really lovely. XRP simply won't go away. I'm thrilled. Folks, this is what we've been anticipating. We have a lot to discuss. 3 charts were available for us to view and bring up. So without further ado, simply unwind and sit back. Let's get started. 103.643 Bitcoin. It has increased by more than 8% in the last 7 days. Ethereum will arrive at 2402. It has increased by more than 31% in the last week. Both USDT and USDC, which are stable currencies, are arriving at the dollar pegs precisely where we want them to be. Additionally, XRP has increased by about 10% over the past 7 days, reaching $240. It's not so bad, is it? The entire market value of cryptocurrencies is currently hovering around $3.1 trillion, 29 out of 100 for alt season. Keep in mind that the season is not yet complete. It's far from being seasonally appropriate. 64% of the market is Bitcoin. Yesterday, we showed you a chart. When the dominance of Bitcoin fell by a staggering 1%, everyone said, "Hey, it's all season." It isn't. Right now, you don't want it to be all season. Are you curious as to why? Since it's alt season, this indicates that only roughly 3 to 3.5 trillion will enter the market this cycle, and that money will now shift from Bitcoin to altcoins. That is not what you desire. Right now, you want Bitcoin to rise as far as it can. I genuinely think that this bull cycle will reach that $200,000 mark this year, possibly starting a Q1. I firmly think it will be this year. I have some evidence to support my belief that it has begun. In a moment, I will reveal it to you. However, more money will flow into your cryptocurrencies the more money enters the market right now. Prior to the mass rotations, your altcoins will rise in value in tandem with the additional capital that enters the market and drives up Bitcoin. This cycle allows us to earn the 5, 10, 15, and 20x multipliers on the alts, and the higher they are before the money rotates in, the higher they go. For those who are yelling that they want this to last the entire season, the answer is no. You either don't know what you're talking about, this is your first cycle, or this is your first rodeo. This shouldn't last the entire season. We are still essentially at the levels of the Bitcoin or cryptocurrency bull runs of 2020. We reached almost 2.8 trillion. We are now at 3.1. That is not what we desire. Our goal is to reach about 5, 7, or 10 trillion. Let's have a huge rotation after that. I strongly advise you to visit the Patreon group and sign up if you haven't already. On May 3rd, we released this. We predicted that Bitcoin will have a huge week. This is what we can infer from the timeline. If you're wondering where Bitcoin might go next, I'd like to tell you. An important window of time that can reveal a lot is approaching. This date range was quite accurate and precise. I stated that there wouldn't be a significant peak prior to May 5th. The timing analysis indicates that a local top is unlikely to occur before May 5th. Does not imply that Bitcoin will increase daily. It just indicates that rising higher is most likely not done. Not quite yet. May 5th to May 10th were the key days I advised you to anticipate at the time. What was it I said? As I mentioned before, Bitcoin may experience a brief peak during this period, or there may be a breakout and further price movement. In any case, May 5th through May 10th would be the earliest window of the main shift when this could occur. The main trend indicator will formally establish that Bitcoin is in an upward trend on Monday, I added. Let's now examine the Bitcoin chart. Can you see May 5th? Have you noticed what began on May 5th? The advancement, the precise advancement we discussed with members of the Patreon group we launched at the start of May. Of course, we got this thing exactly right. We surpass all known resistance levels on Bitcoin. We might see a reversal about here, up in the $110,000 range if we remove the barrier and support and keep an eye on things. In all honesty, it may occur at any moment. 110-103. There was a slight reversal, which is typical. A minor adjustment didn't cause any harm. Have we finished? We're not even close to finishing. Sometime this year, Bitcoin will have a parabolic blow-off top. And for now, my targets are in the neighborhood of that $200,000. And I published this. Guess what will happen if Bitcoin reaches $200,000? XRP will drop to $20. That's what you heard. Should we witness a $200 Bitcoin, you will receive a $20 XRP. My first XRP goals were between 150 and 175, and were positioned between 8 and 13. I don't care if it rises higher as long as we reach that $200+. You will receive 20 XRP for every $200 or more. Please pardon me. Yes, people, this bull cycle. Gary says, look, it can go even higher. Absolutely correct. Everyone wants to talk about this being a utilities bull run, so to top it all off, we get this. We recently learned about the incoming pharmaceutical company on XRP yesterday. We now know that OC-regulated banks are allowed to outsource banks' permission crypto access activities, including custody and execution services, and can begin purchasing and selling assets that are stored in custody. AK. What is going on here? The financial institutions will be taking over. In my dream, which I shared with you, I imagined that one day you would be able to enter your bank, plug in your ledger device, and it would determine its value on the screen. You would then be given cash and asked to turn over the ledger. I dreamed that this will happen in the future. You will sell the cryptocurrency to the banks. Recall the old coin machines you used to visit at the Publix or your local grocery store, Kroger, regardless of the incredibly large Y you had with you. There are so many, so you take all of your change, enter it, and it begins to calculate how much you got. You print out a receipt, walk it up, and it gives you the amount in bills. It will be the same with cryptocurrency. As soon as you enter and connect your hardware wallet, the receipt for its value will be printed out. You intend to turn it over. We are finished. Bada bing, bada boom. Keep this cryptocurrency in mind. Even though I'm very certain, Gordon is undoubtedly full of "it's simply fascinating." He says, I'm talking with my high-up friends at BlackRock CK. Correct. That's interesting. We move on to this since Nicole announced that BlackRock CK meets with the SEC's crypto task team to talk about the requirements for ETF approval. We anticipated BlackRock CK. We were aware that BlackRock CK was entering the cryptocurrency space. It was just a question of time. Here, BlackRock is the cherry on top. Indeed, it is. Chad then released this. Open interest for XRP is up to 4.6 billion. He claims that the last time it was at this level was in January, when the price went from $2.30 to $3.30 in a single week. Open interest. What is it? I get asked this a lot. The total value of the outstanding derivative contracts is known as open interest. Thus, anything that hasn't been decided yet, including options and futures. You have an open interest in this. What does this usually reveal to us? Generally speaking, it indicates a spike in speculative behavior. Traders placing bets on potential price changes. As a result,